Hi Paul, really interesting hearing about your kind of your round and then your recovery and how you'd almost managed to figure things out on your own, which is great when you went back and practiced and kind of thought about it. So realistically all of revolving around the club face again, but one of the key points is obviously making sure we're getting the club face hood enough on the way back and making sure we're getting plenty of hip turn, because if we don't get the amount of hip turn that we need, we can't set the club far enough underneath the plane. So good hip turn here. This is driver, so irons you're actually hitting really nicely, getting back to the ball well. Driver, we need a little bit of help to swing this flat, so we've gone on a much higher tee, so it's the orange tees, but have a look, turning the hips as much as you can, which is great, which is setting the club underneath the plane line, and then you're working here from slightly under the plane line with a slightly closed club face, and you're really hitting some good shots with this one once we had it teed up high enough. So one of the key things was not turning the hips enough in the backswing, not getting the club face hooded enough. So yeah, we know everything revolves around club face, but also we've got to get the plane of the swing to match, so looking for the depth of the divot is the other key point. But looking much better, nicely on the plane line, as you showed in the lesson, getting back into a much better club face position, and of course allowing that slight rotation on the way through to just give yourself that little bit of width, rather than kind of the chicken wing on the way through where you pull the club into you and obviously catch the top of the ball. So huge improvement here, which is great, and nice to see you hit some really good drives. So just keep your eye on in practice, really keep a close eye on what the ball's doing, what kind of flight you're getting, and then of course you can make the adjustments from the club face from there. So great progress so far, well done.